Okay, there it is. I decided to give it a chop. Cut out the hole right where it should be, and this is going to go in here. So it should look pretty good. Look at that. Okay, got the phone holder, so the cell phone will sit there perfectly, I think. I'll have to go try it out. Okay, got some sample pieces of plastic which I might use to make my lens for the interior light. This one might give it some extra strength. I'll cut it to size. It's 5 inches by just over 4.5. And here's a clear piece that I might use. We'll see. We'll start off with this and see what we come up with. Okay, this is my first attempt to making a lens, and I messed up a little bit, but I'm going to test fit it anyway just to see how close I was. I'm a little off on the edge up there, but there will be another one made. This one looks good at 80 miles an hour. I need one that looks good at 40 miles an hour. Okay, even though I botched it, I've learned a couple of things. I cannot use a lens like this because how am I going to mount it? The mounting screw is right in the middle, and I'll have to probably figure a way to dismantle this and mount it because there's a mounting screw right there in the middle. So I'm glad I made like a little test unit like this. And also I'm thinking I might run it for a while also and see if this bulb actually melts this plastic. Because if it does, then I'm going to have to make one this shape right here. Heat it and bend it to keep it away from the heat of the bulb. And then that way maybe it'll just pop in on either side and I don't have to dismantle it. So I'm working on a couple of little more ideas, but hey, for now, I still thinking it's a win, just for the fact that I moved forward and experimenting with this. So yeah, I don't think it's a waste of time. At least it'll be that classic look up here. And we got the back one up there. You know, it's got a bit of a classic look to it also. So anyway, still just playing around with it, and we'll just see what happens. Cheers. Okay, time to scuff and paint this black. Try and get it to match the surround that goes around the gauges. Wipe down with some acetone, clean up. Now I'll mask it and paint it. Okay, there it is painted. Looks like it's reacted with the acetone a little bit, so I may have to scuff it and paint it again. Well, here's the good and the bad. The good is that it's black. Just like this one over here. But the black doesn't match. I'm wondering if they really watered this paint down so the wood grain would show through. I'm just going to give this another sand at some point. And but you know what, at the end of the day, it looks better. It's black. it's achieving what I want to achieve. And maybe when I get the energy to pull this one out and spray this one, I will try and match all three of them up in one shot and respray them all. Oh, we'll see, but for now, hey, it's black. I can continue on, and it'll look better in the dash. There it is, the in-dash look. I think it looks better in black. Hey, at the end of the day, this is about as good as it's going to get. We're not a professional painter or anything like that, but I will try and do it again though, and I think I'll use maybe the flat black this time. Maybe that's what they used. You can see the difference, and I will really thoroughly clean it before I paint it again. But at least I'm getting the look, just to see it's all coming together in one color. Okay, time to get the starter motor out down below. I've disconnected the battery and fix this water leak that's under the van. It's getting too much leakage. Can't use it anymore, so this needs to be done. Starter motor out because right up here is a freeze plug that's leaking. So it's leaking too much water that I can't really use the van anymore, so I have to do this. So the starter motor's coming out and go from there. Okay, starter motor is out, as you can see, and now you can see why I pulled it out. There's the freeze plug right there that's leaking. So I'm gonna just do this one for now, and hopefully it'll get me by until I can get some hoist time somewhere. But I think this one, you can kind of see the crack in it right there. So that should take care of the problem. Yeah, starter motor, it wasn't too bad getting it out. Okay, let's find the freeze plugs. Okay, there she is. Whew, she was rotten through the middle. It was a bit of a mission getting it out, but it's out. A bit of sludge in there, and that'll clean that out, and we'll put the new freeze plug in. Anyway, there she is. Okay, got it pretty cleaned up. I'll just run a little sandpaper in there and clean it one more time, and then I'll put the new freeze plug in. Okay, there's the freeze plug, and there's some silicone I'm going to put around it, and we'll put it up there. Okay, I have a socket on an extension which I'm going to use so I can get a good shot on this freeze plug. I'm going to put some silicone around the edges here, and then pound it in. The hole all cleaned up, and now put some silicone around this, and I'll be pushing it into the hole. Okay, there it is. I got it sitting in place. Now I just got to knock it in. I'll have to get back to you. There's no room down here to film and do this at the same time. Okay, freeze plug is in, as you can see. I think we're going to be fine with that. And now we'll put the starter motor in next. Okay, starter motor going back in. There, I'll probably let it cure the silicone for a few hours before I put coolant in it. Not much room under here, especially working in the parking lot on the flat ground, and I haven't jacked it up, but it's working. Okay, now I've got, just got to put this main wire back on right there, and then the starter motor's in. Okay, got the nut on, the starter, and ready to get out of here. I think I'm done under here except clean up, and I don't think anyone even knew I was in here. Well, out and about, I fixed the water leak, but I do still have another little water leak that I have to deal with, but I just wanted to make sure, you know, this thing is still running okay. And hey, we'll have to catch up on the next video fixing the other water leaks. It's either a thermostat housing where the top hose goes, or a top hose, or and I have another freeze plug starting to leak, which is right behind the engine mount, so we'll see. Couple of drips under there. I think that's from the other freeze plug that's starting. So that'll be the next mission, to take the motor mount off on the side and replace the next freeze plug that's leaking. Oh well, for now though, she's back on the road. I fixed the freeze plug that was leaking. And this is the lesser one that's leaking now, but we'll still need to get done. Thank you.